Yeah, because Jesse Jackson, just because you've gotten up in age, you can't barely walk, and you're in a wheelchair, whenever I see you on stage, that doesn't mean that you can't get this work. You have been being pimped out by the Democrat Party for what, 60 years now? And you mean to tell me in the 80s you're going to reclassify us as being African American when you know who we really, really are? You have an obligation to our people before you lay your head down for good to tell us the truth. You got with the Native Americans and the Europeans and the Jews to sell us out from our land. And I think it's up to you, amongst other people who need to come to us while you still can talk and tell our people the truth, Jesse Jackson. You have an obligation to not just us, but to God. Don't die a sellout. Yeah, because Jesse...
Do you think they'll ever let us tell our own stories? As Black women in America, will we ever get to see ourselves in our idols? Because even when the stories are by, for, and about African American women, they still always find someone else to do the job. Do you think they'll ever let us tell our own stories? As Black women in America, will we ever get to see ourselves in our idols? Because even when the stories are by, for, and about African American women, they still always find someone else to do the job. Do you think they'll ever let us tell our own stories? As Black women in America, will we ever get to see ourselves in our idols? Because even when the stories are by, for, and about African American women, they still always find someone else to do the job. Do you think they'll ever let us tell our own stories? As Black women in America...
These bitches can sit on TV, talk about bombing whole goddamn countries. But you said something about these goddamn incubator babies, they remove your goddamn content. You goddamn incubator babies, you gonna get your goddamn head bust. You goddamn children of the corn and you goddamn Cabbage Patch Kids, your days is numbered. I, the Lord, shall perform this myself. You fucking incubator babies, and you fucking Cabbage Patch Kids, and you children of the corn, and you goddamn Moors who made them. The Lord is at your fucking top. You can report this shit all you want to. It ain't gonna stop your goddamn head from
solve the problem. You guys pull the strings that close schools. You guys draw the boundaries that keep our kids restricted to the ghetto. You guys write up the restrictive covenants that keep us out of houses. So it's up to you to talk to your brothers and your sisters and persuade them that they have a responsibility. We've assumed ours for over 400 years, and we're tired of this kind of stuff now. We're not going to suffer patiently anymore. No more turning the other cheek. No more blessing our enemies. No more praying for those who despitefully use us. We're going to show you that we've learned the lessons you've taught us. We've studied your history, and you did not take over this country by singing "We Shall Overcome." You did not gain control of the world like you have it now by dealing fairly with a man and keeping your word.
So, I seen this picture here, and I was having a discussion with someone who was actually telling me that they agree that we are not African American and that we do come from here. And he was stating that how even when you look at all these pictures and things from Africa, you don't typically see anyone with dreads. But when you look at these pictures that come from over here that details what the Mayate or the Mayans look like, it's funny. You see dreads and you see them all pulled up in different hairstyles from...
Baby, let me spread a little bit of knowledge for you. I'm just going to do it in a video reply so I can bring more awareness and inform those like you that you're incorrect. The American Indian, aka the Black woman, is the only woman who has the Eve gene. You don't have an African Henrietta Lacks. because it's only in America. Second, you can't say Indians are in India if India is a corporation that was created in the 1900s, because the people in India are Hindu, because India is really Hindustan. So you have to know history here. You have to know real history here. You have to go back. And those Native Americans you speak of are actually Athabascan. They migrated over here from where they were. Those are Asiatic Americans because they come from Siberia, Russia, those places, in the Soviet caves. This is India Superior. This is the West Indies. Okay, baby, let me spread a little bit of knowledge for you. We're not going to talk about African women because Black women are American Indian women. Black women are American women. African people are not Black, they are African. Black people refer to the American Indians just because Black and white are a caste system that were created here. And actually, the woman with the Eve gene is the Black American woman. That is the person who can create all other races. It's common science. You should look that up. And I'm not giving any hate toward the African women, but they are not Black American women who can create all life. The Black American women are the reason why we have African women, because who do you think created them?
Here, the first thing you should do if martial law is declared: verify multiple sources, define the area, learn the rules, communicate, lockdown, stay to the end for steps 6 and 7. Here's how to stay off the government's radar. Here's how to stop your phone from tracking you. Ways to outfox FEMA in the next crisis. If there's ever a major blackout or a national disaster, you're gonna
492, 611, 711, all was added to 1-2, making it seem like these events happened 1,000 years later. That's false. The Moors are the only one who had the science and technology to weave 1,000 years into our timeline. The Moors rocked the 5-point star up. The Baphomet rocked the 5-point star down. As above Moors, so below Baphomet. We got the secret on you hidden hand ass niggas. We got the secret on you hidden hand ass niggas. My 6-point star ain't a perfect reflection of your 5-point star. We know the 5-point star represents man using science and technology to say you are God. The 6-point star says God is within.
Many of the brown people here in the United States, in the Americas, they were the indigenous here, where I know a lot of your lies of mass destruction in your schools have told you otherwise. Many of these so-called African Americans, which they've reclassified brown African Americans, because if you notice it, the only group in the Americas that they reclassify because they're taking them further away from their indigenous roots so that they were able to take over the land patents. Big up to Janae, Chiefess Janae, who speaks about this. It's a fact. I had studied this in CCNY. Many of our young people have taken over and gone rogue with this information. It's a fact. That's why that's information that's hidden. Many of the brown people were called Negroes, which was considered to be a smokescreen for being indigenous. Many of the tribes that were existing here in the Americas aren't even acknowledged, or obviously, they were gentrified. So